Hey guys, I'm gonna be going over some good ways you can spawn phantom Miras and also the best ways that you can raise your chances of finding alpha items by doing simple things you probably just didn't think to do, but you've probably encountered this option a lot before while playing. So I'm just gonna go over them in detail. Okay, one easy thing to know when spawning Miras is to change worlds really often. So you're going to be changing between a lot of worlds. It's pretty similar to how you camp and hunt for shovels, but it's a little different. With shovels, camping isn't really that efficient, but with Miras, it can be pretty efficient depending on where you camp. What I'm saying is, when you camp with Miras, you should if you want to also maximize your I'm going to be talking about like spawning Miras like this, but also maximizing your alpha item chances at the same time as hunting these Miras. So this is a technique I've been developing while I've just been playing again. And it's basically to hunt these Miras, but also hunt for shovels, nocturnal animals, and flowers at the same time. So whenever you camp for these Miras, you want to be in a place where it's nighttime, or you want to be in a place where it's raining. And another thing is, if it's raining somewhere, like you're changing worlds, say you're changing worlds hunting for Miras, if it's raining somewhere, don't just leave the world while it's raining. Wait until it's done raining and wait for the flowers to spawn, because those can give you an alpha. Another tip for raising your chances of getting alphas is attending phantom drops. Phantom drops are when people spawn a bunch of phantoms in their den and let people fight them. And you might be saying, but I don't have paint seeds. I need paint seeds. I highly recommend, if you want to maximize your alpha output, to somehow get some paint seed trees, because they're very, very useful for saving up a bunch of paint seeds, so you can camp and hunt for Miras and go to phantom drops efficiently. So you want to hunt for Miras, but only when you're hunting for Miras, wait for, if you go into a world and it's raining, stay there until the flowers spawn. And if you go into a world where it's nighttime, stay there and camp Miras instead. I feel like Miras are actually pretty good to camp because they actually kind of spawn often in my experience when camping. But I highly recommend that whenever you're actually camping, to be in a world where it's nighttime or where it's raining, just so you can get the flowers. But always be in a nighttime world while you're camping for Miras. So you can also camp for nocturnal animals and shovels, and that'll just completely double your output of possibly getting an alpha chest, or possibly getting some Mira loot, or possibly getting some nocturnal animal alpha. Another tip is obviously to always, when you're digging for shovels, collect fossils if you can. Obviously look for alpha chests first, do the technique. And then once you do that, you've ruled out all where you can actually find an alpha chest. And that's that. But if you notice a fossil in here, I highly recommend getting it, because there is a new alpha fossil out, and that'll give you another thing that could possibly get you an alpha. So these are my main tips for maximizing your chances of getting alphas, and also hunting for the new Miras. Another good way you can make them spawn sometimes is they seem to spawn pretty likely when you're in a semi-empty or new server, or room, some people would call it. So once you enter that server, a Mira is pretty likely to spawn. So if you shut off your game, quit your game, go back into your game, start it up, there's a good chance that when you spawn into the new world, a Mira will be there. This isn't always guaranteed, but in my experience, it happened really often. So those are my main tips for getting the new Phantom Miras to spawn, and also getting your the max alpha items you can possibly get with all of your situations in game. These are the best ways I've found alphas, so I definitely recommend it. Well, I'll see you guys after this video. I don't know when my next video will be, but I'll keep you guys updated.